We've gone over a lot during Preptober, goal setting, your why, routines, but none of that will matter if you're in the midst of NaNoWriMo and you're not following through on your promises. I've mentioned having an accountability system that will help you follow through on your NaNoWriMo goals, but I haven't talked much about the ultimate promise. The ultimate promise to yourself. Your promise to yourself could be completing 50,000 words in November, or it could be something else entirely. But if you're participating in NaNoWriMo and you haven't publicly declared it, now's the opportunity for you to step up and declare yourself a participant. My name is Liz Ewan, and welcome to my channel. This month, we're talking all things Preptober. Today's video is all about promises and keeping promises. No one really likes the person that says they're going to do something and then they never actually do it. No one. I'm telling you, no one likes that person. Because if you don't follow through on your promises, you look like an unreliable person. And no one wants to work with, let alone hang out with, someone who is very unreliable. I used to be that person. When I wasn't making my writing a priority, I told everyone that I wanted to be a writer. I had been talking a big game about what I wanted out of life, but those words were just words. Empty words that were coming from my mouth. I was a liar. I lied to everyone, including myself, all because I wasn't following through on what I said I was going to do. I made empty promises with no resolution on following through. And people saw me for what I was. Someone who made promises that they never intended to keep. It wasn't until I was 2 years into one of my previous jobs as a marketing coordinator that one of my coworkers actually called me on it. "You said you wanted to be a writer 2 years ago," she said. "What happened? Have you made any progress on that?" She wasn't being rude. She was just voicing what everyone, including myself on some level, was thinking. And you know what? She was right. I had gotten my English degree with the mindset of becoming a published author one day. But my dream scared me too much to take any action on it. I had unfinished works, query letters that I never sent, and an imagination that went wild with the promise of what-if scenarios. Oh, I used to cling to the excuses. I've been busy working a full-time job. I've been taking coding classes on the side. I have a husband and now I don't have time to write. And those were some weak excuses because that's all they were, excuses. The real problem was me. I was the one that was standing in my own way, afraid to take a step forward into who I really wanted to become. My fear was the real thing that was stopping me. Now, when I tell someone that I'm going to do something, I follow through. Now, I make a plan of action, and I try to be as truthful as I can. If someone asks me to do something, I either tell them that I do not have time for it and I mean it, or I tell them a reasonable time frame that it will get done. And when I talk about writing now, I know and other people know that I'm actually getting my writing done. Figure out what is stopping you from fulfilling your promises. Do not fall into the same traps that I did. Do not procrastinate. Determine what you really want and get after it. People will look at you differently if you do. You cannot have self-confidence if you do not do what you say you are going to do. Let's say you have a goal to drink a gallon of water every single day. If you consistently do not reach that goal and instead drink soda all day, how will you feel about yourself? Pretty low, I'm assuming. When I was struggling with being overweight, I would tell everyone that I was on a diet. Then I'd proceed to down a whole bunch of chips and ice cream. I want to remind you that there is nothing wrong with chips and ice cream in moderation. But at that time, I'd go do a workout where my heart wasn't in it, and then I'd turn right around and eat way more than I ever needed to in total secrecy. Behind the scenes, I was miserable. I kept up a pretense that I was living a healthy lifestyle. Newsflash, I wasn't. I was tired and groggy and just all around emotional, and I just wasn't feeling great. The double life that I led was exhausting until I finally just gave up pretending. It wasn't until I actually started showing up for myself that things changed. I'm not just talking about the weight loss, I'm talking about the emotional journey. I went from empty promises with myself to fulfilled promises with myself. The difference in my attitude became night and day. I discovered that by following through on promises you have made yourself, you are telling yourself that you have integrity, that you can follow through on plans that you've made. You're developing trust in yourself by refusing to give up. Show up for yourself. Keep the promises that you make to yourself and see your confidence completely transform. A part of ensuring that you're getting your writing done is how you're holding yourself accountable. I've talked before about having accountability goals. Your accountability goals should do just that, hold you accountable. One of the reasons why I started up this YouTube channel and started posting regularly on social media is to hold myself accountable to what I said I was going to do. If I'm not regularly writing, my social media is going to reflect that, and my followers will know that my head isn't in the game. Keeping promises to yourself is very important. So if you say that you're going to write 50,000 words in November for NaNoWriMo, make sure that you're able to and willing to follow through. Tomorrow I'll be discussing some more fun stuff surrounding NaNoWriMo, like reward systems and treating yourself. Let me know in the comment section below if this video was helpful. That's all for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye, y'all.